What's up YouTube, Austin coming at you with Vaporleaf.com, and today we're going to be talking about the Pegasus from Aspire. So let's go ahead and dive down in and see what we get with this. Alright, here we are down in close with the Aspire Pegasus. Now you might see that there are two boxes right next to me, and you might notice that this one says charging dock. We're going to go ahead and talk about that one in just a minute. But for the moment, we'll go ahead and talk about the Pegasus. So let's go ahead and pop this off. Now, one really cool feature just before we jump into anything with this. Right now, I don't know how long they're going to be doing this for, but right now, if you buy a Pegasus, it also comes with a 20 amp 2200 milliamp hour, let me double check that that's right, 2500 milliamp hour, 20 amp drain, 2500 milliamp hour, 18650 with it. That is going to be an Aspire brand battery. It's kind of a cool thing. You do get a battery with the device. Here's going to be the device right here. Your charge port's your battery cap's going to be on the bottom. We're just going to press in and pull out, and it's going to spring open for us right there. And there's our Aspire battery. You can see 2500 milliamp hour, and let's see if it says it on here at all. Yes, we have the 20 continuous and the 40 amp pulse. Never use pulse, guys. Continuous is the best and safest way to go with it. And to close it, we'll just go ahead and push it down. It does have a nice spring load to it, so we'll push it down and in, and that locks it in place there. So it has this nice, you can see from the bottom here, it has this kind of nice flat right here and then rounded around, so it fits into the hand really nicely. You have a little spin dial up here. This is how you're going to adjust everything. You have your fire button, your charge port, your screen, and your 510 there. And let me double check here real quick. And that is a non-spring loaded pin. So the pin in there is not spring loaded. So make sure not to over tighten any tanks onto this device, or else you could damage that pin there. So this is going to be a variable wattage and a variable temperature device. So as far as wattage goes, you can see that we can go all the way up to 70 watts, and this is just by me spinning this little dial here. And to get over to temperature control, or vice versa, if you are in temperature control and go to wattage, what I recommend doing, well, how you have to do it is you screw the device on there, or the tank or the atomizer or whatever you're doing, nickel or Kanthal, and you're going to hit the fire button for 3 seconds. And after 3 seconds, it's going to detect whether it's Kanthal or temperature control. Now, since for 3 seconds it's going to be run in a mode that it shouldn't be, my recommendation is to drop it to either the lowest wattage or the lowest temperature possible, so that you have the highest chance of not damaging your coils in any way, shape, or form. So I just screwed the tank on there, and let me get this back in focus here. You can see that it's still firing at 1 watt there, so I'm going to hit the fire button and hold it for 3 seconds. And it clicks over to temperature control right there. Now, you can see that when I'm holding the button, it has the temperature move there, but when I'm not holding the button, it's just 0. So that's the applied temperature there. The temperature right up here is actually the adjustment. So you can see it's at 200 there, and we can crank it all the way up to 600, I believe. Yes, 600 degrees. And she fires away. Gets all the way up to 600 degrees there. And so I'll go ahead and drop this back down to the 200 degrees. I was going the wrong way there, so we'll drop this back down to 200 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew the tank. Now, one thing that I've found is sometimes it doesn't like to read whether it is Kanthal or nickel, so make sure to hit the fire button so it says check atomizer in between changing between nickel and Kanthal. I've seen it has a lot better time switching between the two. So now I just put a Kanthal dripper on there, so now I should be able to hit the fire button, and after about 3 seconds it should switch over to wattage. And there we go, it pops over to 1 watt. And then I can go ahead, move it up to 70 watts there, and fire away on her. Alright, now one thing you will notice is this does have the active load reading. So under 70 watts, this really doesn't have much more battery life left to give me. So here soon it's probably going to say something along the lines of check battery, battery low, something like that. And you're going to need to reduce the power to continue using it. Or you could just charge it or switch the battery out and continue using it. But that's what's going to happen there. You can see that that load drops really low on there. Alright, so that is the device. It does come with a cool little flat charge cable. These are really hard to get tangled up and everything, so you can see that it's thin on one side, nice and fat on the other. Micro USB right there that just plugs right there for you, and you can charge it that way, or we can charge it with the charging dock, which is what I was showing you, or teasing you I should say, with earlier. So let's go ahead and put the Pegasus, well, no, we're not going to put that away, we'll just put the box off to the side, and we'll pull out the charging dock here. And just turn that upside down and pop that out there. And we'll go ahead, and that is all that it comes with. Sweet. Okay, cool. So I'm actually going to grab the Pegasus box back, because as you can see, this is just a disc, and we do sell this separately. But this is a way to charge the Pegasus. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place. Thought it came with the charge cable. But so looking at the bottom here, you can see these two contacts right here, and these just set right into this, so you can see that it has a gorgeous look to it all the way around. I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up on film, but it has this gorgeous swirl on the stainless steel. It has a nice weight to it, and then you can see right here you have a little bit of branding, Aspire and Pegasus, and then the USB port right there. Sorry, it's not in focus. Come on. There we go. So the USB port right there. Gonna have some feet on the bottom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our standard USB cable that comes with the Pegasus, and that will plug right into the back here, and that'll plug into your power source, and then you'll just be able to charge your device just like that. Oh, get that out of the way so you can see it just sits really nicely in there. Gorgeous feel. Has a nice heft to it too, but it just looks gorgeous altogether. Even sitting there charging it can be a conversation piece. So that was the Aspire Pegasus and the charging dock. So let's go ahead and jump back up and finish this guy up. Alright guys, so that was the Pegasus from Aspire. Let me go ahead and take a drag real quick here. This is just a really cool device. So one feature that I didn't mention on it, so we talked about it automatically detecting whether it's temp control or Canthal. Once again, make sure to drop your power level, whether that be the temperature or the wattage, very low, and then hit the fire button so that it has a very low heat level before it transfers over to the mode that it's actually supposed to be run in. But I'm going to go ahead and show you this real quick so we can see that the screen is this directional that way, and I don't know if this is in focus or not. Let me actually check here real quickly. Sweet, hopefully this stays in focus so we can see right there, and I'm gonna turn it over. Cool, it flips. It's actually pretty good with it. Like I was playing with it and it seemed to be fairly responsive with everything. But in any case, I just think that yeah, screen went out. I was just flipping it back and forth. But yeah, I just thought it was really cool that it changed that quickly with it. So yeah, I think the screen was out when I was flipping it back and forth. One of the problems about pointing it at the screen when you can't see anything. But yeah, so one of the really cool things with that battery, you're getting a 20 amp battery, which is really all you need. Personally, I recommend using 30 amp batteries with anything, but 20 amps is really all you need for a regulated device like this, and it's been performing pretty well, so it's a good sell. I would personally pick up some other ones as well, but this is a great one, and it comes with it for free. So that's going to be the Aspire Pegasus, guys. guys. Check the description. Check in the description below. There's going to be a link for current pricing and selection on Vaporleaf's website. And other than that, guys, if you like the video, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to hit the subscribe button to get all the latest and greatest videos. You guys have a fantastic day. Bye now.